What up? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the efficient walkthrough of Dark Souls 3. On this part of the walkthrough, we're going to be heading into the Ring City. We'll be heading into the Ring City DLC. It's a pretty big DLC, so I'm gonna have to do it in two parts. So this first part, we're going to be making our way through the Dreg Heap, and we'll end it after we take out the first boss, which is the Demon Prince. And to go into the DLC, we beat Frida in Ashes of Ariandel, and in her boss room there's a new bonfire that opens up over by the snake statue, and all you have to do is click on this bonfire and we'll head into the Dreg Heap. And right away there's a bonfire at the starting point here, and making our way through pretty much the entire DLC, there's a lot of enemies that do dark damage. So I got some black bug pellets in my quick menu, because we'll definitely be needing to take those. And right outside the door, we're going to run into our first NPC, as well as like a vendor. She'll be selling us a few items, and the first new weapon of the DLC as well.
Your head's square on your shoulders, is it? I thought that clamoring tin can was the last, but here we go again. What is it you want from this old... I've nothing.
I have business with you.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
And you can buy stuff and sell stuff. She has 3 gold coins, unlimited regular rusted coins, 1 each of the hitting and divine blessing, 5 embers, and the split leaf greatsword. I don't have enough souls to buy much right now. I'll buy a couple of gold coins.
Keep it lead.
And we will be coming back to her. This the initial area of the Dreg Heap splits into 2 directions, and one of them is a dead end that we'll be heading down first to get make sure we don't miss any items, and then we'll use a homeward bone and come back to this bonfire. Hopefully I should have enough souls to pick up the rest of her items then, and then we'll make our way back through and go the other way. And then right away you can see there's a silhouette of Gale, and there's also a piece of Gale's cape nailed to the floor, or nailed to the building here, as well as a message. So Gale will be pointing us in the right directions. There's a lot of areas where you will not take any fall damage on the way down. So basically we're at the top of the Dreg Heap, and we have to make our way all the way down to the bottom. So we're going to be doing a lot of big drops. Don't worry, you won't take any damage at all. So just head down wherever you see Gale pointing. As long as you land in the ash, you're fine. And right away we're going to be running into some new enemies that use dark damage. There'll be a like a dark mage, and there'll be these dark creatures that come up out of the ground. We want to take care of the mages, and then we're going to head to the left. And you can stagger the guys on the ground by rolling into them. Basically just want to get your hit in on them before they attack you. They also have a special grab attack where they can pull you down into the ground, and it does quite a bit of damage. I mean, you go in about waist deep and then come back out. They do drop, I believe they drop human pine resin. I'm not sure. It's a pretty low drop rate. And just FYI, I'm using the the Black Knight Greatsword. I'm not too big on like ultra great weapons, but I'm gonna give this one a shot because I do like the moveset of it. I've been kind of playing around with it while I was farming before this, so. And then on the way up here, there's another new enemy that's gonna jump off the ledge up there. The main way to deal with this guy, he has a lot of HP and he hits very hard. We want to get a plunging attack in on his head. You get a special animation because his head is basically just like dark abyss. So you get a plunging attack and you automatically will do that animation. It does a lot of damage to them, and that is definitely the way to go with them. They will drop Titanite chunks, and they will also drop their armor set. Now there's going to be a lot of chunks. There'll be a lot of chunks through this DLC, but there's also a lot of scales and twinkling Titanite as well. So, but anyways, we did just jump off here, so we're going to run back up and get another new weapon, the Aquamarine Dagger. It's a dagger built for a mage. It scales with intelligence, and its weapon art brings out a magic blade out of the dagger and kind of brings it to the length of a straight sword. It's pretty cool. Definitely worth checking out. Alright, and to continue with the area, we'll head back this way where we've seen the item out on the ledge. And we'll just walk out to the ledge to get it, and we'll drop down to the next area. You can also see a piece of Gale's cape right here, kind of signifying that we're going down. So now a lot of the I got the grab attack. A lot of the areas we're going through are going to be there'll be areas from Dark Souls 3 of like Lothric Castle, as well as I believe this is a Grand Archives of, is it Dark Souls 1? Or is this, oh, it's so hard to tell. Whatever. Okay. So we got an item off on the front of the area right here, and don't get caught by the grab attack. And then we're going to want to go back up these stairs right here onto the bookshelves to run back and get behind the bookshelves to grab this item, the Murky Hand Scythe. That'll be another new weapon. It is a split damage, like, it's the size of a dagger, but it's a scythe. And it does split damage with physical and dark. Alright, so as you can see, we're getting shot at by this angel creature. So once you drop down from the ledge, now you can roll back like I did and grab the item and then head for cover. We're gonna run and get behind the wall as quickly as we can so we don't take any damage from the light beams that it shoots out. Now you can post up and shoot the angel with arrows to kill it, but it will just come back to life right away anyway, so there's no point. There is another part to the angel that is manifesting it that we need to find and kill to permanently kill it. And even when you sit at a bonfire and refresh the area, if you kill the like the worm creature that is making the angel appear, it will not come back. So we'll continue through the only doorway, and we're going to come to a couple of Lothric Knights. We're going to run right up to them and backstab the one that's not looking at us, and then back up, get some space so we can take them on one by one. And you want to deal with them just like any other regular Lothric Knights. they just hit quite a bit harder, so just heads up on that. So the one with the great shield had a new weapon as well. I'm trying to remember the name of it exactly. It's it's like a banner, and it casts a buffing spell. That it buffs you up quite a bit from what I understand. And when you have it, because we'll get it pretty soon, you have to keep it in your offhand. You can't two-hand the other weapon or anything to keep the buff running. Okay, so we're coming into the next area. There's going to be some more of the dark creatures that come out of the ground, as well as the dark mages coming up. We're going to go to the right and in through a doorway that leads to a dead end, but there's also an illusionary wall to the left that leads up top to the rafting up there. And get the new dark staff, I guess. I can't remember what anything's called any ever. It's the sorcery staff that they're using. Oh yeah, beware of them creating the giant like dark humanity thing that flies out after you. Alright, so this is going to be close quarters, and a lot of things are going to be appearing and coming out of the ground as we go through here, so we're going to do it as quickly as we can. We're going to run through and grab the few items as fast as we can. We'll do some rolling, because the rolling staggers them, so the one item in the first room, nothing in the second room. Third room does have an item. There's the murky longstaff. Here's the illusionary wall right here at the dead end on the left. And now we're gonna get hit with a whole bunch of the dark humanities that fly across the room. Oh, we gotta get out of here. We're gonna die. There's too many of them. They are coming fast. Oh yeah. I think there's an ember right here. Come on. Alright, so this should be the final dead end. Kick the ladder down right away. And kinda, I'm gonna hide at this door frame basically right here. So none of those things will hopefully hit me. Alright, we can survive that. Make it all the way to the back end, grab the item, and let's get out of here. Great soul dregs. I believe that's a new sorcery spell. Shit. Alright, no worries, no fall damage. Let's climb up that ladder and get back up there. Because we want to continue on the scaffolding and then jump down to the next ledge where there's one more item. So we're going to make our way out to the ledge and roll down it. Where we pick up the Silver Serpent Ring +3. So if you thought you had to go through the game to New Game +2 to get all the good +2 rings, you don't. Just come to this DLC and you'll get all the +3 rings. Alright. Got some destruction going on the map, which opens up a new pathway. But come over here first, underneath the fallen tower, and kill the this thing. It's like worm thing that's spawned out of the back of a pilgrim. And every time you kill one, you get 2 twinkling titanite. We're not gonna go down. We're gonna go back. So that kills the angel. So we're gonna go back to where the angel first was and pick up another ring that was basically being guarded by the angel. I hope I'm not going too fast. There's just a lot of stuff going on through this DLC, so you gotta kind of keep moving and just go with it. A lot of stuff that's just in your face. Alright, we got Ring of Steel Protection +3. Like I said, all the good rings you would want +2s of, we're getting +3s right now. And if you didn't know, the Ring of Steel Protection is what bumps up your physical defense. So the regular one, I got 27, 24, 28, 28. And with the +3, we're getting about 6 more points of defense on each one. Which is significant. Alright, now that the tower has fallen and broken out the back wall here, we're going to use the tower and go across it. And we'll meet a new NPC of the DLC area. Is there any items? No, I don't think there's anything right here.
Oh, look at you. You've got your head screwed on correct. Fantastic. To meet a kindred spirit on this god's forsaken crack. Call me Lap. I can't remember my real name, so let's just go with that. I have a feeling we're going to make a fabulous team.
Alright, so he says his name is Lap, which he just made up for himself, because he says that he is...
In all honesty, there's something I should tell you. I'm a hollow. Yes. I try to play it off, but I haven't a clue about my past, who I was, or what I lived for. Not even my own blessed name. That's why I've come here, for the purging monument, where the pygmies, all I can...
Alright, so he is a hollow and does not remember who he is at all. There is... I'll give you a hint. This is a character we already know. You either love him or hate him, and there's definitely clues about him if you look closely. We'll meet him a couple more times as we go through the DLC, but there's definitely hints as to who he really is if you pay close attention. So yeah, make sure to talk to him and exhaust his dialogue, and then we'll continue on down. Alright. Now watch out for another one of those flying dark humanities. And we want to drop down on the right hand side right here. It's a hell of a drop. Alright. Now that we're here, we got another Lothric Knight up ahead, as well as the dark creatures. There's going to be a couple items in the next space, and then we're going to drop down again, where there's going to be more Lothric Knights. So let's get this guy's attention. Oh, if we can actually hit him. There we go. I want to deal with him one-on-one. If he uses the banner to buff, he will also buff the dark creatures in the area that are around him as well. Dude, come on. Come around the corner. I don't think it rejuvenates HP. At least I hope not. There we go. This sword is working out well. I like it. Okay, so Lothric Knight's done for. It makes this quite a bit easier now. Alright, so we mainly... Oh shit. We want to watch out for the dark mages. So we'll take care of him. And there's another one off to the right hand side. Locking on is working against me here. We get projected heal miracle there. Which is a new miracle that casts heal, and you throw the healing spell at whoever you want to heal. So they don't have to be standing near you to heal. So we're gonna drop down this ledge here. Shit. Thought I could still get a plunging attack in on this guy. This fight is kind of difficult if you're not really ready because it's so close quartered. One more. There we go. Because I don't want to continue down the pathway yet, because there's another Lothric Knight, and dealing with the Greatsword Lothric Knight is difficult enough, so... There we go. And of course, they're more likely to drop chunks. But it looks like they still drop their armor as well. Alright. So we continue on and we're almost done with this area. We got one more item, which is the Lothric War Banner, which is the banner I've been talking about. And then if we drop down to the next area, we'll get to the next bonfire. And we're not going to go straight ahead to the bonfire. Let's go off to the left where we'll pick up an item on the way down. So just follow the side of the building and you come to the poisonous stone creatures from Road of Sacrifices that are all gathered around some black fire bombs. And now just make your way over to the bonfire. And before we go any further, we're going to travel back to the first Dreg Heap bonfire, because there's another direction we could go instead of dealing with the Lothric Knights. We can go off to the left, where there'll be a couple of other items, so... We'll also see if I can clear out her inventory now. And she will always be here. Oh, we can also ask her about the Ring City.
Where did you hear that name, love? Oh, it does the Ring City. It's
said to be a world.
This heap of rubbish, but you'd better think the Forsaken Ring City was walled off by the gods to contain the pygmies. And the dark soul is better left well alone.
Alright. So we want the split leaf greatsword, which is not even an actual greatsword. How many? Alright, buy all 5. There we go. And she'll always be here. You can come back and buy stuff from her as long as you want. And yeah. So we're gonna make our way down quickly this time. And we're not going to cross the fallen building. We're going to go down this direction. Alright, so we're going to stand back a little bit and let them come to us. Because one of those Herald Knights is going to crawl up out of that dark like cesspool there. We do get a chunk right here. He does hit really hard, but he has a very easy pattern of attacks to learn, and you can stagger him. So does 2 swings and then drops it instead of doing a third one. Shit. Basically just pay attention to those guys' attacks if you can't do a plunging attack on them, and watch for the openings, because usually the openings to attack them are pretty long, I guess. I mean, not overly exaggeratedly long, but they do have some bigger moments that leaves them open. So alright, so that concludes the left hand side. And since we left and came back, Lap is now at this bonfire.
Oh, quick, mangled remnant. Actually,
Make sure you exhaust all of his dialogue.
I just wanted. Wait, past? Not a very. I didn't. If I get, I well.
He tells us about a treasure in the upcoming area. Now we're gonna have another one of those angels appear. Don't worry about any of the items yet. We're gonna run straight over and get cover as quickly as we can at this shed. And then the rock to the other shed. There'll be a thrall over here, but grab the item. Got a desert pyromancy garb. The desert pyromancers. It's the their chest piece. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a shortcut that leads directly to this angel's sprouted worm out of a pilgrim and kill it right away, so we can take our time around the immediate area getting the items and whatnot. We're gonna run over to the shed that's directly ahead there and around to the front side of it, and then go drop down to a root that's along the side of the cliff. Once we get onto the root, we should be clear of any light attacks that's being shot from the angel. I don't have the exact position of the root memorized, so hopefully I can do this in one shot. Roll. Oh, no. Fuck. I didn't need to roll a second time. Okay. This is going to be my third try, and I think I got it worked out. I put the silver cat ring on to take away fall damage. I made it down to the root like I wanted to on my last try, but I died from the damage of the fall. So I'm going to run straight for the shed. I'm not going to stop off at the rock or anything. And we'll make our way to the front of the shed and roll off the cliff. And we should land right on the root. So let's go for it. Usually the angel will attack the thralls that are walking by, which gives us a little bit of cover. Where the fuck is the angel? I'm not even getting shot at. What the fuck? Okay, this is weird. Where the hell's the angel? It's right there. It's not even shooting at me. What the hell? I've never had this happen before. This is nuts. Is this the patch they were talking about that made them easier? Do they just give up after they kill you a couple times or what? Alright, well, whatever. Okay. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know if it's glitching on me or what, but so we'll come around to the shed here, and right up on the edge we're gonna roll onto the root. There we go. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. I was like, why didn't I take fall damage that time? I had the ring on. Okay. So there's nothing backwards on the route. We're gonna go forward. There will be, I think there's a thrall or two on the way. Oh, well there's that thing right there. I know there's a thrall up ahead somewhere. We get an ember. And let's kill this bastard. And that should take care of the angel. And I don't think... Let's see if there's anything up here. I don't want to skip ahead too much because I want to get the items that are back there. Okay. Cool. So we'll go to the rooftops and grab that stuff. Alright, and since we're here, let's just go ahead and light up the, this will be the last bonfire of the area. Off the edge up here is the Demon Prince boss, but we're not ready for that yet. We want to clean this whole area out. So let's go back. So we got the bonfire lit, which is good. We can come here anytime we need to. That way if we clear the area out, we don't have to worry about making our way here. We can just warp directly to it. So head back to the Earthen Peak Ruins bonfire. And then we'll get all the items and make our way into this area the correct way. But I guess that made it easy, so whatever. So if you don't grab the treasure that Lap tells you about, he'll go get it and just get it for you, which...
Oh, there you remember that treasure well. Oh, here.
And since we lit the next bonfire and came back, we automatically get the Titanite slab. Definitely made things easy. Alright, so let's continue through this area without getting shot at. Make this easy. So we're going to get the item up on the roots first. We're just going to come around down here and walk up the root. It's pretty easy. I've seen people on Facebook asking how to get this, and it's very easy to get, so just walk up the route around the side. And there's also the shield that is the doors off to the left-hand side. I'm not sure exactly where the where you go down at, so I think it's a little bit further up. We got the thralls right here. Yeah, we'll just let those guys go. Okay. So up by the far shed that we, right by the ledge that we jumped off of, we're gonna hang a left and make a U-turn. Got a thrall with the flam bridge right here. And on the edge up here is the great shield that is the set of doors. Giant door shield. Which is fucking awesome and really fun to use. I believe that's a pretty high strength requirement. Alright. And then from that point, so we just gotta run back up the hill and then we'll go down into the area, which is going to be a poisonous swamp area. So... So we're going to add some of the purple moss clumps into our quick menu. And don't forget to grab any items on the way. And we're going to drop down here where there's another thrall, so let's get a plunging attack in on him. Alright, there's going to be another angel that appears, so... this is the second and last angel for the area here. And watch out for the gold mist. It causes curse and instantly kills you. We're going to head over to the shed to get some cover. Grab the purple moss clumps here. And then we're going to run through the swamp. To the, let's see, so there's two routes that go up from the swamp. We want the one that's furthest from us. It's the direction I'm facing, it's straight ahead. So let's just run. We're gonna kind of run underneath stuff for cover. Let our stamina regen. Don't even pay any attention to the Herald Knights or anything else. Let's just run straight for the route that's up here. We're not going to stop the poison until we get in a safe spot from the angel. It should be good right up here at the top. Alright. I'm not going to worry about any items till we kill that angel. So drop down to this route. And we're going to go to the right across the rooftops. We're not going to go left yet. There's an NPC pyromancer over there that we want to deal with later. Now, stick to the rooftops. Shouldn't be any items right here. And then the corner, there's a route that goes up to another rooftop. And then to the left should be the worm thing coming out of the pilgrim. There, and that takes care of the last angel. Wherever the fuck it is. There it is. Let's see. I played through this DLC 4 times, so I don't have it mapped out perfectly in my head, but I do have a really... I mean, I know where everything is, but I don't have like a perfect map of how to do it quite yet. So let's drop down. Should we go for that? Yeah, why not? Let's drop down and go down there to where the Herald Knight is and grab that stuff first. So we're gonna want to jump down to the ash part, so we don't take any fall damage. There's nothing behind the Herald Knight. So we're just gonna run over and grab this item, the Herald Curved Greatsword, and then back up on the edge where the ash is. You don't have to fight him if you don't want to. You can just leave him be. But as we walk around the circle of the ledge, we'll come up to a thrall where another item is. And one homeward bone. And then we're gonna drop down into the swamp. And we'll just do a big loop around and grab all the items down here, and then we'll go fight the pyromancer. Got the loincloth in between all of the stone bugs, I guess. I don't know. I probably keep calling them something different every time. Alright. So, and the Herald Knight in the swamp right there is going to do a big loop kind of around the area. So let's keep moving. Grab the items along the houses here. I'm just going to zigzag through as we're doing the loop and grab everything. Should be another piece of armor up here on their ledge. The desert pyromancy gloves. And then right ahead we have the skirt. And now we'll go up the other route on this side. And make sure to go all the way back and grab the item up here, the Ring of Favor +3. Yeah, the rings are fucking great in the DLC. Then we'll drop down and grab a Titanite chunk. Does he get close enough? No. Alright. Let's hop down and go under the roots where there's a bunch of these guys. Alright, it looks like the Herald Knights can also kill the thralls. Nice. So let's wait for an opening. 1, 2, and he does nothing after the 2 sideways slashes. Really hard, 1 single hit, and open. So basically the only combos he has are like the side slashes he does 2 of, and then the other combo is where he 2-hands it and brings it straight down repeatedly in a quick motion. And the other attacks he has are just single attacks that leave him open. So alright, we're going to continue all the way into the back area. Grab the souls here. And there's nothing around those other bugs. Now the treasure that Lap was talking about was right back here. And this Herald Knight would have been alive and the Titanite slab would have been here. But Lap came and took care of it for us. So we don't need to grab that. Alright, and now we'll head out and go right back up the first route that we went up. And this will be the last section of this swamp area. Got an item if you turn around and go back. We're going to be facing the Pyromancer soon, so I'm going to get a red bug pellet ready. I'm just going to head up to the rooftops. Alright. So there is a few thralls around her. And breaking them off is definitely going to be ideal. And I don't mean like break them off like a fucking rap song. I mean like break them off as in lure them away from her. And one of them has a flam bridge that's lit up with fire damage. So they're coming now. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. See if I can get them separated. There they come. Oh, never mind. I guess I don't need the bow. Okay, perfect. Alright, now on. Oh, let's see. Get up here. Okay. Alright, now let's take her on. She is actually kind of hard, so heads up on that. I might need to switch to a faster weapon. I'm not sure yet. I don't have a lot of experience using like big swords like this, so just got a whip and pyromancies. And she does quite a bit of damage, and she's good, so oh, nice. I think I really do like this sword. Alright, and by killing her, you receive the Flame Fan Pyromancy. There should be... Huh. I always thought there'd be another thrall up here. But, and don't skip past the Pyromancer hood that's right here on the corner either. Alright, so continue out onto the route, and to the right hand side we'll drop down to the route that you can see, and right underneath it we have Twinkling Titanite, and then head all the way out and we'll come up around and drop right back to where we were pretty much. And from this point you can drop down, and this will be where we were for the bonfire of to get to the Demon Prince. I actually left out a piece of Titanite over here. Alright, so I'll do that real quick. Alright, so drop down, and we're at the bonfire for the Demon Prince. And that concludes this little area. I'm gonna warp back to the last bonfire because I forgot to grab a Titanite scale. So if you're interested, I'm gonna show how to grab that really quick, and then I'll just come right back to here and we'll go on with the Demon Prince. Alright, so from the bonfire, gonna run along the giant rocks here. And there's also a chunk along the rocks. I'm not perfect. What can I say? And okay, and then we want to come up along the sides of the towers that are laid over. And this tower that's on the other side of the roots that we came around, you just drop down into it, and there's a Titanite scale right here. So that concludes all the items out of the swamp area here. And then we'll warp on over to the bonfire and take on the Demon Prince, and that'll be everything for the Dreg Heap. After the Demon Prince, we'll continue on in to the actual Ring City. Okay, so before we head down and take on the Demon Prince, I want to use some armor that has good fire damage absorption, and bring in some blooming purple moss clumps, because the boss, so there's two of them at first, and they have two different stages. Either they are using fire attacks, or they're using toxic damage, and you can definitely get toxic poison while you're in the boss fight. And we're also going to bring some red bug pellets to help our fire damage absorption. I'm going to be using the same sword, the Black Knight Greatsword, which, if you didn't know, all the Black Knight weapons you get bonus damage when facing demons, which the Demon Prince is obviously like the main big chaos demon, aside from the Demon King, which was supposed to be the last demon of them all. But you know, time's convoluted in this world and this area especially, so we'll be finishing off the Demon Prince for Prince Lothric. You can summon Gale, and you can summon Lap for this fight. I will be bringing both of them with me. They definitely help out quite a bit. Now, this boss fight... Okay, so when we go down there, there'll be two of them. We want to focus on one at a time. Honestly, I don't think this boss fight's that hard. Some people have a hell of a time with it. You can basically roll straight through all of their attacks while they're either fired or doing poison damage. So you want to roll straight forward and get in between their legs or behind them and just attack as much as you can until they turn around and focus back on you. After we kill both of the demons, the fight can go two different ways depending on which one you kill first. The demon prince will arise and have two different fighting styles. One has a beam that it shoots out, causing damage. The other one summons turrets and then sends them all slamming into you. The one where it summons turrets and then slams them all into you can kill you instantly with that, but honestly I find that one easier because while he is summoning the turrets, he just stands in one place and takes his time doing so, and you get a lot of free hits on him, and as long as you do enough damage during the time where he's getting his turrets all set up, you stagger him out of the summoning of them, and he never does it at all. And it's actually really easy to cancel out that attack of him, so you basically just get a ton of free damage on him while he's trying to do it. It is way easier than trying to deal with the boss tactic of where he shoots the laser beam out of his mouth, and I believe it explodes around him. I mean, with the other two summons with us, it's not too hard to get behind him while he's doing the laser, but it's still easier the other way. Alright, with that said, we're gonna just drop down right off into the pit here, and the boss fight will start right away. I'm going to eat a red bug pellet and drop on down. You can see the two fiery spots as we come down. Let's see, which one is this? Oh yeah. And so while you're fighting the fire one, the poison one is going to be shooting the poison, and there'll be a purple stream that you can see prior to the poison being spit across the map. So when you see the purple stream, just don't stand in it. Alright, so when he does that big slam down like he just did, that cancels out all of his fire attacks. And now he's going into the poison mode. Oh yeah, and you can also get a riposte on him. Alright, so this guy is the demon from below. I don't remember which is which on, on which changes the tactics to which one after you kill him. So we'll just kill him first and see what happens. So I killed the demon from below first, and we'll find out which fighting style the demon prince takes on. I'm just going to do some charged R2s right behind him. Oh shit, I almost died. Alright, they finished him off. Let's re-up the red bug pellet, fill our health. And you can run right in, right after he starts he'll do an explosion that does an AoE attack, and then you can run directly in right after he starts it. Okay, so this is the turret guy. So he's already got his turret started. Now he's going to be making a giant turret, so we want to get in a bunch of damage in on him. So just, there we go. I already got him canceled out of that shit. It's very easy to cancel him out. See, I'm not doing a whole lot here. I'm just trying to keep up with him, and I'm just hitting him. I'm not doing a whole lot of running away from his attacks or anything. I mean, I'm doing my rolls, and I'm dodging what I see coming, but it's really not that hard. You just stay in between his legs. Now, if you kill the demon in pain first, he does a lot more melee attacking than this guy does. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we get some free damage in while he's... Oh. Alright, so he backs up. Gonna start breathing fire, and now we get free damage in on him. And just like that, he's canceled out of this big attack. I'm gonna change my whole armor setup, so. And just FYI, I am at level 90 at this point. Alright. And with the Demon Prince dead, that pretty much concludes the Dreg Heap section of the Ring City DLC. And after you kill the Demon Prince, you should take a quick look around here. It should look a little bit familiar to Dark Souls players. We're in the same area as from Dark Souls 1. The main... Was it Firelink Shrine? On the first one? I don't remember. Of course. But there is... Yeah, so here's the well. And the doorway where we need to head into should look familiar as well. This is where the water was. And there was a chest back here. That's obviously not there now. And the way we access the rest of the DLC is we go in the tunnel through where, was it Koth came out? Or is Koth the bad one? I can't remember everyone's name. I'm terrible with names, and if you've been watching this, you should fucking know that by now. Alright, yeah. So that's it for the Demon Prince. Kill the demon from below first if you want to have an easier time. At least in my opinion. And don't forget to pick up the small envoy banner. We're gonna need that to catch a ride into the Ring City. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Hopefully I helped you out a little bit. Yeah. I'll see you on the next part where we go into the Ring City, and hopefully I don't get my ass kicked too much. Later.